Well, today guys, I got a 2005 Cadillac Devile, which is DHS or DTS, anywhere from 2000 to 2005. I'm going to be removing the radios. So all you will need is, I kind of pop it open. I want to show you where I'm going to pry it out at. And so let's say if the customer doesn't need a radio anymore, you can literally go out like this and pry it out from here and then here, same as here and there. But the best thing to do is pry it out about right there. See this clip right there? 1, 2, actually it's not a clip, it's like a notch, whatever you call them. 2, you can do right here, and then 3. So I'm gonna be basically pull it out like this, and then now this top one's gonna be sticking right there. So you have to pry it out right about here, and same thing as here. And I'm gonna show you why. You see this clip, the metal clip right there? You gotta pull that out too to put it back. 1 and 2. That's where it's kind of stayed at, clip onto this plastic trim right here. And then the next thing you want to do, you want to take that flathead of, you can use a flathead on this, it wouldn't really hurt anything. You can pry it out like right here. You see this metal like that, and pull it out right there. It's kind of hard. I use my hand sometimes, but I'm only using a single hand right there. By pry that out right there, man. Try it again with one hand. See, 1 right here, and then same thing right here, 2, and then it should come out like that. See this? That's what holding it right there. So that's why you want to push this in like this so it come out. And then once it come out, you got two harness right there. What you want to do, you want to push this down, and then it should open like this and pull it out, same as here antenna. And then most likely I might have to remove this out to install the radio, because it's gonna, if you put a double din in here, it's gonna be tough. So the harness and the mounting kit that I'll be using 95 2005B right there for the mounting kit, which is for the double din side right here. And then I'll be installing a double din radios. The mounting kit that I'll be using is, the harness that I'll be using is AXGM-06. You can't use a cheap harness for this. You cannot bypass the amp, because this is digital amp turn on. So that's what you need. It's a 97 to 05 Cadillac OnStar interface. You gotta have this. I got the harness, the main harness that you want to look at first to install. You want to hook up the yellow. So I got the yellow hooked up, the red hooked up, the blue and white, which is turn the amp on. You gotta hook this up. If not, you're not gonna get any sound. The rest of them, you gotta hook up white, black, white, green, black, green, purple, black, purple, gray, black, and gray. Those have to be hooked up to the harness over here. It's gonna be matched. The color match. The color might be a little bit lighter or darker, but it's still the same. Let's say you got purple, black right here for from the Boss radio right there, and then you got a little bit darker purple right there. You see? So don't worry about it. As long as it's solid purple, you go with the solid purple over here. Doesn't matter if it's lighter green or darker green. Just hook it up like that. And I also hook up illumination light, which is orange and white. The rest of them, I'm gonna tape it up. Oh, by the way, if you do have like a TV, like a monitor, you need to bypass the brake. So on this model, which is the Boss, it say brake right there. You want to hook it up with the black, so that way they can put the CD and watch videos. As instruction said, you want to remove all of these just like that. Cut this, so you can use a blade and cut it from the back and start cutting a little piece, or you can just take a plier and pry it out, break them. Now I'm going to remove this out. I'm not sure what it's called. It's just still the plastic. So remove this part out, just like the instruction said, and keep this. That, see? Just keep that. Now I'm gonna be using a, you see that DDXR right there? Meaning it's a right side and the left side. So, and then it will match right there. It's got a pin that's the bigger side and the smaller side. The holes, I'm talking about the holes right there. Antenna is AD-GM1. And first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna plug the antenna in. And like I was saying earlier, I might have to break some of the plastic piece in the back out. And you have to be careful all the wiring behind it. But most likely I'm gonna have to do that. We'll see how thick this doubled in is since it's a CD player. Now most of Android you don't have to because it's not as thick. What you wanna do, you wanna hook this AXGM to this plug right here. It should match. You got a bigger one and a smaller one. So now all you have is to plug this to the radio right here. And also this blue plug is plugged to the factory. And I did hook up antenna for, the amp turn on for the aftermarket amplifier. I'm gonna hook it up for them so we don't have to do it again. I want to show you how much wire we're dealing with right there. And that box right there is kind of blocking the way. I cannot put anything in there. So the thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to cut this right there using an oscillating tool. I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to unplug the wire and cut everything out. Yeah. Đó này. Bây giờ lượng chộp đấy. Chộp rồi. So as you can see, I pushed this black box all the way in there, and then I put this blue plug right about there. It should work, and then I'm gonna push everything in. And a lot of people tended to wrap all this thing up. You don't want to do on the Cadillac. I am telling you, because if you do, you ain't gonna be able to fit this thing in. All that you will have to do is take a drywall screw or a big head screw. Oh, it dropped. I thought it's got a magnet. And just screw it in there and it should stay just like so. I always mentioned earlier in the beginning, you will have to remove this clip, this metal clip right there. It's got a clip inside there. See the inside right there? You have to take a needle nose. It's easy to get out. Now turn the key on. Let's see if it's playing. So I'm gonna remove this. Oh yes, it's on. You can hear the sound. And that's it. That's how you install this Cadillac DTS.